Fighting on all three fronts this season, one in the bag already, two going. It's thick and fast this time of the season. What does it feel like in-house?
We're very excited. Come to the back end of the season now, so for us it's crunch time really. Still in Europa League. Two massive games coming up against Atalanta, and we want to keep pushing forward in this competition. And the Premier League speaks for itself as well. 3 teams at the top all fighting for it. So for us, it's a very exciting time. But we just need to keep taking it game by game.
And game by game, not much training, I presume, in between. Is it a matter of a game midweek, recovery, training, another game? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Got the spot on, to be fair. Yeah, it's a very tough period. It's been like this all season, so the lads are all used to it, and it's just part of the preparation really. More training than not. It's about the recovery. It's just about making sure you're feeling 100% to keep going and keep going out and putting in performances. And I think the way the lads have handled it this season has been amazing.
It's where you want to be though, isn't it, in this end of the season, to be fighting on all fronts. What does if you don't mind me asking, what does your recovery look like? Because you cryo chambers, some people, I presume.
Yeah. They're we have all the facilities that we need. We kind of do it as a team really. We like to have that connection together, and we train together, we play, and we recover together. It's individual bits. I do bits and bobs outside of the training ground, just to keep myself ticking over. But it's just more like pool, hot and cold, and stuff like that, just to make sure the body's refreshed and recovered.
Right, good stuff. It's, with games coming thick and fast, it's a chance to, if you don't mind, roll back to Sunday. Not maybe the output, the result that you wanted. Getting something from the game ultimately keeps you firmly in the title race. Is it a chance, with games coming so frequently, to quickly move on from maybe what was disappointing and focus on the next job in hand?
Absolutely, yeah. The result on the weekend, quite frankly, wasn't what we wanted. We wanted the 3 points, and we had many opportunities to take them, but we didn't. It's football. But I think with, as you said, the games come around quick and fast. We have opportunities where we can reflect and go out like tomorrow and put it right. Put them mistakes aside, put them the results aside, and put in a positive performance that we can build on. But at the end of the day, we still got a point, so it's better than nothing. Especially with the circumstance of the game, we've trailing at 1 point, and for us to have that hunger and desire to come out and still get a point from a game where we should have won, it's we have to take it, and hopefully it proves well at the end of the season.
Whether you know this or not, you're the only player this season in every single matchday squad in all competitions that Jürgen Klopp has picked.
Really?
Yeah. Are you pretty much happy to do whatever to win, whether it's starting, whether it's coming off the bench? You accepted that role?
Yeah. For me, Liverpool's my team, and I'll do whatever it takes. But, from a selfish point of view, I'm not a kid anymore. I feel like, I'm turning into a man, and I want to cement my spot in the team. I want to start games for this club, and, keep bringing us to making more history. I feel like the player that I am, I feel like I can achieve that and, produce for this team and for the club. And, I'm taking responsibility upon myself to, go out and do that in games. This season's been different in terms of kind of my role. It's been more off the bench, but as I said, I'm just happy to go out and play for Liverpool and go out to play for my team. But I feel like for myself now, I feel like I need to, push on and kind of cement my spot in this team.
It's been a crucial role, winning the penalty at the weekend, how you've contributed to the team. Since you joined with your ponytail and your eyebrows in 2019, how has Harvey Elliott changed? You said you've grown into a man, you on and off the pitch. How would you describe where you were then and where you are now, and what things you put into place to be who you are now?
I feel like I could be here all day.
Was the injury a big kind of learning curve?
Yeah,
because that was a whole season out.
It was. But I think it just showed, once again, what an amazing club, Liverpool is. The people around me that I had, the facilities that I could use, the treatment that I received as well from everyone was amazing. And, coming from Fulham, which was also a massive club, to Liverpool, it was a big step for me, because it was like, well, like, this is what Liverpool is. You see the fans, you see everything in the street, you see how much football means to the city, not only with us, with Everton as well. And for me, I had to adapt quickly. I couldn't kind of be the kid that I was joining, and I had to, as I said, adapt quickly. And I feel like throughout the years, I've experienced so many things that has made me into the person I am today, which is why, I want to take on more responsibilities. I want to, as I've said, be that man in the team, and, just give it all for my club, because they've gave me so much. They gave me so many experiences that, I can't thank them enough. So for me, this is the only way I can repay them. In
that nearly 5 years since you joined, you've had some great players around you to be able to learn from, and like any young player, you look up to particular players. Are there any particular individuals who you've lent on in, whether it be times of injury or players in a similar position, that you've been able to leak knowledge from?
I think the obvious one is Mohamed Salah. Joining, we was in the same position. I joined as a right winger, and then I got converted into the midfield. So for me, it was just about, watching him close, seeing what he's doing in the gym, see what he's eating, see what he's doing in training, and trying to, base myself off him. Obviously, we're two completely different players, and this is, it's not me saying I wanted to adapt my game to his, because, I can't do it as of yet. But for me, it was just about seeing, things close up, seeing, as I said, how he is around the building, and just learning little things. On top of that, when Henderson was here, James Milner as well, two massive characters and unbelievable players to be around as well. And, I was lucky enough to say I could play with, these legends of the club. And for me, joining at a young age to being around them, as I said, I had to adapt quickly, and they definitely helped me learn quick.
Those three particular players you mentioned all seem to be quite calm, unassuming, out of the press, for good reasons. Do their talking on the pitch. Is that how you would like to see yourself and what you're looking to aim for?
Absolutely, yeah. You've hit it on the head there with how they are. They're great characters, around the building, and they'll come down harsh on you if they need to, which is what you want as a player. You always want it to be pushed, but outside of the building, they're the nicest guys in the world. And for me, that's how I want to be, and as a player, that's how I want to see myself growing up. And yeah, as I said, to be around these guys and to be able to see what they're like, and to grow next to them, it's great.
Just one final thing on kind of role models, as we're kind of framing it. What's sort of one tip maybe, or one thing you've learnt from any of those that's become a habit that's ingrained now in you, that you do on a daily basis, or from an analytical point of view, review on a weekly basis, however you do it? Is there one thing that sort of changed how you go about being Harvey Elliott?
I think it's just, looking after your body. For me as a kid, I didn't really take recovery seriously, because you didn't really understand, the importance of it. And, since being here, you're seeing what the lads are doing. They're spending, hours of their day, getting massages in the pools and stuff like that. So for me, it was an eye-opener, and I was thinking, like, I need to do this. I need to make sure my body's right, because, if your body's not right, then you can't perform properly. It's as simple as that. And for me, I've taken a lot of, responsibility in my recovery, and making sure I'm good to go each and every game. Whether it's, for example, playing 90 minutes or 120 minutes or 30 minutes, I want to be in the best possible shape and position to go out and play my football.
So looking ahead to the game tomorrow night, it's possibly the last, let's hope not, but one of the last games for Jürgen Klopp and the team. Does that have an impact on the team as far as you want to win it more because, it's one of the last ones for the gaffer?
Absolutely. I'd say it's it's only a positive impact. The season's coming to an end, and we want to do whatever we can, to give this team, and the gaffer, the success that they deserve at the end of the season. So for us, it's, you know, as a team, we just want to go out and not only fight for ourselves and each other, but fight for the club. You know, we want to have these experiences at the end of the season where hopefully, you know, we can do the parade around the city and, you know, give the gaffer a massive, you know, sending off. And for us, as I said, it's just about fighting for one another and fighting for him, really. And hopefully at the end of the season, we can experience these things.
You can sort of see the emotions on the boss's sleeve when he's out there, since sort of he is announced. Do you feel a bit of that emotion as well? Kind of you seem very collective. Does it mean and feel a little bit more every time you step out at Anfield, particularly?
Oh, absolutely. You know, Anfield's in an emotional place already as it is, walking out listening to You'll Never Walk Alone, and, you know, listening to the fans, you know, sing the gaffer's name for basically the full 90 minutes. It's, you know, it is emotional, and you try not to think about it, but, you know, sometimes it's hard. For me, you know, he's been my manager for nearly 5 years, and, you know, other lads more. So it's going to be an emotional time, but as I said, we just need to use it as positivity to go out and, you know, give him the send-off that he deserves. And, you know, I think as a club, you know, he's greatly appreciated here, and he forever will be. And yeah, you know, for us, it's just about making sure we do everything for him now.